Okay, so thanks very much for seeing me here. Maybe if we could just start, if you could let me know your name and your position and how long you've been with the company.
Okay, so my name is Paul Collins. I'm a senior team member in the corporate sales team. I've been here for nearly 10 years now.
All right, well, maybe we can just get started by talking a bit about the situation. If you could give me your take on what's going on at the moment.
Look, I've got no problem with Delilah personally, but look, she is new to the management role, and I think my suspicion is that she gets a little bit threatened by people that have more experience than her. I've gone on record sort of identifying that. I've applied for her position before. I think I'm well qualified for it, and I suspect that her inexperience is one of the reasons why she doesn't always produce the best quality work. Alex, I know it's important for the company to have women in management roles. I know there's a quota system and I accept that. I work here, it's part of the corporate approach, that's fine. But I still have a problem with people being promoted into positions that they shouldn't be. We still have a business to run. We still have things that we need to do. And I just don't think it's right for people to be in a position just because of a characteristic. It has to be down to what you can do. The team leader role, I've tried multiple times on record to try and get into that position. I'm more than qualified. I've been looking around at the people that are getting promoted ahead of me, and it's just frustrating because I like working here. I've enjoyed working in this organisation for 10 years, and it just doesn't seem fair that that people like myself get overlooked.
You mentioned before that you felt that Delilah's work wasn't always of the best quality. Why do you have that belief?
Look, I'm not saying it's always bad. To be fair, it is bad most of the time. It's just the quality of the reports that she's sending out are pretty much useless. I'm having to rework them and send them out to the rest of the team and to certain people to do certain things. But I don't know what she's doing. I really don't. It is complex. It's a technically complex report to compile, but you know, it's absolutely important for this business and this business unit to be able to do their job, to have that report in an accurate and timely fashion. We get judged on it. All of our performance is marked on it, and it affects all of us. And I don't think it's unfair for me to say that if we're not getting the right quality report from our team leader, then the team leader is not doing their job.
Okay, that seems fair. How do you think that could be resolved then?
Oh, look, I don't know. It's maybe she needs to spend more time on it. To be honest, she spends a lot of time chatting to people. It's like, I'm all for, team leadership and getting people to work together and things like that. But a lot of the time it's just non-work related stuff, and she's just not focused on the task. And it's extremely frustrating for me to have to go back over these reports and fix them up when I know that she's not focused on the work she should be doing.
Maybe if you could then just tell me a bit about what happened last Friday.
Oh yeah, I figured that'd have to come up, wouldn't it? Look, it's very melodramatic, and it's where it started. I understand to some degree. I just sent out an email. This is the third or fourth time now where the reports come in, and it just wasn't up to the standard again. And look, I had to let the team know that I'd have to fix some things and do some things to make sure they had the numbers. And of course, Delilah turns around and tries to make it all my fault again. I mean, I'm her team member. She's the team leader. I don't understand how it can be my fault as an individual that she can't do the report. She gets all fired up about it. She comes over to my desk. She makes a scene. And, how am I going to get any work done when I've got a team leader that's into me like that, honestly? And what really annoyed me is that she starts accusing me to rot the system. I've been trying my hardest in this place for 10 years. I've been really trying hard. She's into me, accusing me of rotting the system. I haven't put in any leave this year. She's always off. She's leaving early. She's going to pick up the kids. She's doing this. She's doing that. I'm working my butt off here, and it just is really rich for her to come in and have a go at me, accusing me of rotting the system. And I point that out to her. calm as I could, and she just goes off the rails. I don't know what else I could have done.
So in that case, then it seems clear that you've got a bit of an issue, and working with Delilah seems to be a bit of a problem. Can you see any way that that situation could be resolved?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not the team leader, right? That's not my job to be making these decisions on how to resolve these things. But I'd just be happy if she was professional about things and just did a job properly. I mean, I'm here to work. I want to get do a good job. You know, go home at the end of the day. Everyone's here to do that. And I just don't think that's too much to ask for. I just want people to focus on their work and get things done at the right level of quality.
Cool. Well, thanks very much for that. Appreciate it.
No problem.